School of Business at Dean College. I'm the Assistant Professor of Finance, and this is my official welcome to you to the upcoming Business 325 course, my baby, my pet, Intro to Finance. I put this course together about 15 years ago, and I've been teaching it ever since, and I welcome you to this. And on top of this being my official welcome, this is also to introduce you to a project that we're going to do. It's a fun project. Don't worry about the word project, but it's a fun project involving investing in the stock market. Okay, now I'm going to start us off this semester with dropping a large amount of money in your lap and asking you to invest it in equities, in capital stock that trades on the markets every day, every trading day. And you might say to yourself, well, why is he doing this to us? He hasn't taught us about it yet. That's my point. Many times people will find themselves with a windfall of money from an inheritance, winning a lottery, whatever, and they invest the wrong way. Okay, so a big part of my message to you this semester, on top of learning about business finance and how money operates, is going to be how to invest properly as an individual. So all of a sudden you have all this money with the condition, let's say it was left to you by a rich uncle, and he says in his will, I leave you this money with the stipulation that you must invest all of it in the stock market the right way, okay? Now, if you invest the right way, that's how we become rich. One of the first secrets of investing in the markets is diversification, spreading your money around. So I'm going to post an outline, a statement about this project to you, early to our learning management system called Canvas, that tells you how to do all of this. But I'm going to give you a demonstration here today as part of my welcome to you, to this course that I love so much. Okay? So let's proceed. What happens is you've just had $500,000 given to you. We're going to ignore taxes, commissions. If you're familiar with the markets, you know what those are. But you have to react quickly to your uncle's wishes, and you have to split your money up, $500,000, into some stocks. Now, you can pick 3, 5, 7, 10. That's up to you. I'm going to recommend about half a dozen to you, and you don't want to put it all in one place. So we're going to diversify. So you're going to take $500,000, split it up. I'm going to take half a dozen, seven different companies and invest in them. Okay, so if you math it out, that means you've got about $70,000 each that you'll invest in these companies to buy their stock. What does that mean? It means that you're going to be an owner. You're buying a piece of their ownership. And I'm going to give you a demo with companies I like. I want you to pick companies you like. Okay? Now, you don't have to do this now. I just want you to be thinking about it. But I'm going to ask you to do this in our first 2 weeks of classes together. So start thinking of companies that you really like. Okay? Companies you hear about in the news, that you have followed, you have personal interest in them. You like McDonald's, you like Big Macs, you might want to buy some stock in McDonald's. You like shopping at Walmart, buy some Walmart stock. That's how we're going to proceed. The thing is, I want you to spread your money around. So given 6 or 7 different companies, $500,000 to invest in each one, we're going to try to keep our investments to about $60,000 or $70,000 each. Okay? Now, the tool that we're going to use is this, and you see it on my screen right now. It's called S&P Global. It's also called Capital IQ. Capitals, that's what you would type in. And you will be enrolled for this when you enter my course. Capital IQ, CAPITALIQ.com. All right, we've arranged for an enrollment for you. And the first time you sign on, you're going to see a screen like this, similar to this. I'm going to log on again. Now, when you first log on, you're going to use your Dean email name as your identifier. I will have sent your information to Capital IQ. They'll be expecting you, okay? My password, that's my username, asadams@dean.edu. That's how you find me. And my password is embedded. You will have a chance to set up your own password the first time you sign in. And this is what you're going to see. This is the lead screen of Capital IQ. Now, friends, this thing is immense. you can look at all of the information on any company that's traded publicly that you want, okay? But we're just going to scratch the surface a little bit, okay? So what I also did, and you will see it here, is on Excel, I put together a little spreadsheet for your convenience. Now, you don't have to use this, but this spreadsheet is designed to help you split your $500,000 up among 7 different stocks that we're going to pick in a moment. You're going to use Capital IQ to price them and find out how much it's going to cost you, because stocks trade at a whole different price point. You can buy some stock for $2 and some for $200,000. It depends on how, well, I'll tell you, it depends on so many factors that we're going to get into that as the course rolls out. That's not important right now. The point is, you look up a stock and say, how much does it cost me to buy one piece of this stock? And you find that out through Capital IQ, and that's how you'll split up your $500,000. So let's do that together. Now, you have just signed on to Capital IQ, okay? You're going to see this screen. Now, I'm going to pick some stocks, and I'm trying to spread my money around. So the first stock I'm going to pick is Pfizer, P-F-I-Z-E-R. You all know Pfizer, a major pharmaceutical company. So now up here in this search line, now that you've successfully signed into Capital IQ, you're going to type in what's known as their ticker symbol. Now, I haven't told you what a ticker symbol is yet. If you've never invested before, stocks are identified by a 1, 2, 3, or 4-letter symbol to be the shorthand of how to communicate about those stocks. Pfizer happens to be, as you can see right here, PFE. See that little symbol over there? Now, I don't expect you to know that. So you want to buy some Pfizer stock with the 500,000, part of that 500,000, that your uncle so generously has left you. How do you find out what it will cost to buy one little piece of Pfizer? You want to buy about $70,000 worth, because I took my $500,000 and divided it by 7. That's roughly how much I want to spread my money around to these companies. So I'm going to type in Pfizer. I don't know what their ticker symbol is. Oh, there it is. As soon as you type in Pfizer, the system thinks, oh, this person wants to buy Pfizer. There it is, PFE. Write that down. I'm going to click on that. Okay? Now, see what the screen's doing. It's telling me about Pfizer. Now, I want you to look at my project outline for what I'm going to expect from you. But for now, all we're trying to do is spread our money around. That's going to be our start point. Then in 16 weeks, we'll see how we end up. Did my money stay the same? Did it shrink? Or did it grow? Because we all know that's what stock markets do. Okay? So I'm going to scroll way down here. And look over on the left here, friends. There's so much information there. For now, I just want you to find one thing and one thing only. And that's this number I'm pointing to, 51.32. What does that tell me? Right now, if I want to buy one share of Pfizer stock, it's going to cost me $51.32. Beautiful. Armed with that information, I'm going to come over here to the worksheet. Now, this is optional. This will help you, but you don't have to use it for me. But I think if you do, you'll appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to put in here Pfizer, and I'm going to put over here PFE, their ticker, and I'm just going to take one moment and blow this information up because my Apple system has somehow shrunk that. Okay, we just looked up the price, $51.32, enter it there. Remember, we're trying to come up with $70,000. Now look at the spreadsheet. I'm just going to move this. I'm going to make one little tiny correction. I'm just going to move my 51.32 down to here. Okay, let's start over. I told you you have $500,000 to spend. I know that I want to spend about $70,000 on Pfizer. And every share of Pfizer is going to cost me $51.32. If you do the math, let's start with, I don't know, maybe how many shares do you want to buy? Let's try 1,200. Okay, look, that's going to cost me $61,000. All right, let's try 1,300 shares. That's closer to 70,000. Let's stick with that. All right, out of the 500,000 I had to spend, I've just spent 66,716 to buy 1,300 shares of Pfizer at 51.32. We found out their current price using Capital IQ, and that means I have $433,000 left to spend. All right. Pfizer is a pharmaceutical company. Now remember, you want to spread your money around, but not all in the same company, not in the same industry either. So let's come up with another one. I thought of McDonald's. Let me spell that right for you. Okay. And their ticker symbol, if you look it up, I believe is MCD. I'll find out if I'm right in one moment. So we're going to use Capital IQ to look it up. I come up here to the search line and I type in McDonald's. All right, already the computer has found a match. The ticker is indeed MCD. Click on it and there's McDonald's lead screen. Again, all this information over here will help you later as we analyze McDonald's. Right now, all we want is this one piece of information. Oh, look at this lovely chart over here. This chart is so amazing. We'll talk about that in our class. But right now we see that to buy one share of McDonald's, well, it only cost us 51 bucks to buy Pfizer. It's going to cost you 267 bucks to buy McDonald's. No worries. So let's plug that in over here. 267, what did I say that number was? 267.25. All right, now over here I want to come as close to 70 grand as I can. So let me see, given that price, let's start with 200 shares. No, let's go higher. 300. All right, let's stick with that. It's going to cost me $80,000, 175, 80,175 to buy 300 shares of McDonald's at the current price. All right, I've got 353,000 left to spend. I'm going to save this for us so I don't delete it because I will post this for you. Okay, now at this point, without really drilling down and understanding the companies, which you want to do and we will do later, right now all I'm doing is allocating my money as we will do in our first 2 weeks together when we start our course, Business 325. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do, let me see. Pfizer is pharmaceutical, McDonald's is consumer. Let's go with ExxonMobil. A petroleum company. XOM is their symbol. Let's go find the price. Okay, I come up here to Capital IQ. XOM. If you typed in Exxon, it would have given you a couple of choices, but I happen to know that their ticker is XOM. And I knew they'd be somewhere in the low hundreds, but it's 106.69. Okay, this is going very, very quickly. So to buy the XOM, if we start with 800 shares, that's a little bit too much. Let's try 700. Oh, that's pretty good. Let's go with 700 shares. Okay? We have just invested in Exxon. Now remember, I'm going to tell you how all of this is technically done during our course. Okay, getting excited here. Next one, let's try Walmart. Very well-known company. Their ticker is WMT. And let me save this before we look it up. I'm going to type in, I'm not going to type in their ticker, I'm going to type in Walmart. Because you may not know what their ticker is. Okay, let's try that again. There it is right there. All right, you'll see there are several choices here. If you have trouble with those choices, make sure you write to me. I'll help you out. All right, wait for it. There's Walmart. Scroll, and it costs you $144.05 to buy a share of Walmart. Okay? So let's start with 300 shares. Nope, not enough. 400. Remember, I'm trying to get this number as close to 70 grand as I can. Oh, that's close enough. All right. So I'll spend $72,000 to buy 500 shares of Walmart at $144.05. We're making beautiful progress here. We have 4 stocks so far. Let's do 2 or 3 more. Okay. Let me see. We'll throw in some tech here. We'll throw in Microsoft. Their ticker is MSFT. And let's see how much it costs to buy some MSFT. I come over here. Again, I happen to know their ticker symbol. Don't get stumped by that. Just type in Microsoft and you'll find it. The number is 241.80. Okay, come back to our spreadsheet. 241.80. And we will buy 200 shares. Nope. 300. Let's try 300. Oh, that's cool. Okay. 72,000. We've still got 133,000 left. See how we're spreading our money around? Now look at all these numbers. Notice anything about them? They're all multiples of 100, aren't they? There's a reason I do that. I will explain that during our course. Right now, I just want you to spread that money of yours around. Okay? All right. Let me see. I'll save this. Another favorite of mine is Johnson & Johnson. Okay. Let me type that properly for you here. Here we are. Their ticker symbol is JNJ. Makes sense. And their price. Let's go look it up. Okay, JNJ is trading at 175.67. Let's go plug that in. And let's try 400. Oh, that's perfect. 70,000. That's great. So look, we started with 500,000. We spent, and how much we had to spend drops down, down, down. Now we've only got $63,000 left. Okay, one more. Let's pick one more. Now you don't have to spend exactly $500,000. Just come close, okay? And the last one I'll pick is one that I really love, Verizon Telecommunications. Their ticker is VZ. And their price to buy one share of Verizon is $36. You see it right there? $36.99. Very good. Let's go use it. All right, plug it in. And now we'll clean this formatting up on the spreadsheet after for you before I post this. As an example, remember, you can use some of these stocks if you want, but don't copy my spreadsheet choices, but copy the spreadsheet and use it. All right? Just erase all of the choices I made for this demonstration. Okay, so I'm going to pick $36.99. I'll pick 1,800 shares. No, that's too much. See, I've overspent here. I can't do that. I'll bring it down to 1,700. Oh, isn't that great? I've spent all but $710. Get that down around $10,000. I'll be happy. Okay? So, I've bought in multiples of 100. I've put the prices here in this blue column. Those prices could vary sharply by tomorrow. They could vary a little by tomorrow. They could not change at all. They could go up, they could go down. We'll talk about these dynamics later on during the course. But we have managed to spend our $500,000 among 7 different equities, or capital stocks as we call them. Okay? So if your uncle left you that $500,000 with that condition, that it has to be invested in the stock market, by golly, you've just done it. And you've done it with what I will tell you right now are quality investments. Now, we will talk about all of this during our course. And in the meantime, that is all for now. And I thank you very much. And I wish you a great, great holiday season. And I'll see you in about 7 or 8 weeks. Bye-bye.